Hello, my name is Tristan, and today I'll be explaining why Jesus is the only way to salvation. From a worldly standpoint, there are various ways to receive salvation. Many believe salvation is earned through works. Others believe it's by the way you worship. There is a wide variety of ways salvation is achieved. However, from a Christian viewpoint, salvation is earned through faith. Ephesians 2:8-10 states, "For it is by grace that you have been saved through faith, and this is not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Therefore man is not saved by works or worship, but by faith in Christ. And by having faith in Christ, man automatically does good works morally." Even though this verse provides man with a visual of how salvation is earned, he still does not know what makes Jesus the only way to salvation. In the New Testament, Jesus declared in John 14:6, "I," meaning Jesus, "am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." This verse explains who Jesus is in relationship to salvation. Emphasized by this verse, Jesus is the mediator between God and man. Jesus is what keeps God from destroying all mankind. But what makes Jesus the only way to salvation? Well, Jesus' sacrifice on the cross is what makes him the only way. Jesus came to earth as a man, lived a perfect, sinless life, and was crucified as if he was someone like Adolf Hitler. Jesus willingly went to the cross to pay for the sins of the world. This fact is what makes Jesus the only way to salvation. Sadly, many modern-day men do not want to accept Jesus as being the only way to salvation, so they come up with excuses such as other religions. Buddhism and Muslim are the two most abundant religions found in today's world, apart from Christianity. Buddhism is a religion and philosophy native to the Indian subcontinent and encompasses a variety of traditions, beliefs, and practices largely based on the teachings attributed to Siddhartha Gautama, who is commonly known as the Buddha, meaning the awakened one. The Buddha lived and taught in the eastern part of the Indian subcontinent, sometime between the 6th and 4th centuries BC. He is recognized by Buddhists as the awakened or enlightened teacher who shares his insights to help sentient beings end ignorance, craving, and suffering of dependent organizations. According to Buddhism, in order to find salvation, one must reach nirvana, which is following that noble eightfold path. Muslim is an adherent of Islam, a monotheistic Abrahamic religion based on the Quran, which Muslims, as revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. Muslim is an Arabic word meaning one who submits to God. Muslims believe that God is eternal, transcendent, absolute one, and incomparable to anyone else. They also believe that he is self-sustaining, one who begots not, nor was begotten. Muslim beliefs regarding God are summed up in chapter 112 of the Quran, the chapter of purity. Muslims also believe that Islam is the complete universal version of the primordial faith that was revealed at many times and before places, including through the prophets Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. In order to attain salvation, one must manifest the divine attribute which is called in Arabic Rahama, which means to be mercy and or God's love. Another thing to note here is these two founders of these religions never once claimed to be God. Nowhere does it say that Buddha or Muhammad is God. However, they do claim that they are prophets sent directly from God, but they are not divine or supernatural beings. Conclusively, through the exploration of Christianity, Buddhism, and Muslim, man can conclude that Jesus is the only way to salvation because he is morally divine, perfect, sinless, and died a painful, gruesome death for your sake as well as mine. Jesus is the only one who could have died for the world because he was perfect. Therefore, Jesus is the ultimate atoning sacrifice and the only way to find true salvation. Thank you.